what are the objectives of my information retrieval system? Okay, this is the thing we have to discuss it. So in our last class, okay, so if you have any sound issues or audio issues here, just you raise your hand, so then I can clarify your doubts. Okay, or either is subject related doubts if you have, so just you need to raise your hand. Okay, just 506. Just you are raising your hand. So is there any problem at your end?
Yes, sir, audio problem, sir.
My voice is not clear to you?
Voice is clear, sir. Some sound will be there.
What kind of sound is there? Other side? Disturbance, sir?
Yes, sir.
So now it is okay?
Okay, sir.
So in our last class, so we have discussed about some of the objectives of your information storage retrieval system. So what are the objectives? Why we are requiring these objectives means that the main purpose of this objective is to minimize the overhead, whatever that you have to faced by the user searching it. So the overhead is mainly the time consuming process. So to overcome the time consuming process, so we need to use some, or we need to put some objectives. So majorly to overcome these overheads or to achieve these objectives, so we require the two measures. We need to use two measures, and by using these two measures, so we can measure the what is the performance of my information storage system. So the performance, how much data that you have to retrieve, either it is relevant to my user's query or not. So if it is not relevant, how much it is not relevant to my user query here. So those I can be estimated by using these measures. So in these two major measures we have to use is one is precision and another one is the recall. So the precision is specifying about the simply it is the ratio of the items that are relevant to the total items that you have to retrieve. So that ratio is called as a precision, whereas recall is the items that you have to retrieve relevant to the total items that are relevant in your database. So these ratios are specifying about the precision and recall. So in this precision, majorly the precision is specifying about the ability of we are retrieving the top ranked documents from your given database here. Whereas recall is the ability of we are searching for your documents, that all the documents are relevant to your query is retrieved from your database or not. So that will be specifying about the recall. So in order to apply this precision and recall to estimate the performance of your IRS, so first whatever the database that we are having, so that database you have to categorize it into 4 parts. What are that 4 parts we have to categorize it into a database means among your documents, what are relevant to your query, are relevant to user perspective, or which are not relevant to user perspective. So that 2 parts I need to categorize, and again these 2 parts will be again categorized into either these are retrieved by my user or these are not retrieved by my user, either retrieved or not retrieved. So like that, both your total entire data segment is divided into 4 segments here. So those 4 segments are nothing but, so totally total we have to so 1 minute. So total, your document database may be categorized into or divided into 4 segments here. One is relevant and retrieved. Another one is relevant, not retrieved. Non-relevant, retrieved, and non-relevant, not retrieved. So like that, these 4, your data may be divided into 4 segments. Okay, once your data is divided into 4 segments, then we need to compute the precision and recall on that particular data segment here. Okay, so how I'm computing the precision and recall means the precision is nothing but simply it is a ratio between the number of retrieved relevant by the number of total retrieved, whereas recall is specified about the number of retrieved relevant by number of possible relevant here. So how this precision you may be computed means just we observe the so let us assume so I have one database. So my database containing the these are the my database, for example. So in this database, for example, I have the 100 documents. 100 documents I have in this database. Okay. So now this document database is categorized into 4 segments. So what are the 4 segments? First one is it is relevant. Relevant and retrieved, and this is okay. Relevant, retrieved. This is relevant, relevant and not retrieved. And this portion is I need to consider as non-relevant. Is a non-relevant and retrieved.
సార్ కొంతమంది సిగ్నల్ ప్రాబ్లం వల్ల కట్ అయిందండి సార్, మళ్ళీ ఎలా అవట్లేదండి సార్.
సో మీరు ఒకవేళ లాగిన్ అయితే నాకు ఇక్కడ వెయిటింగ్ రూమ్ లో కనిపిస్తారు. నాకు వెయిటింగ్ రూమ్ లో అయితే ఎవరు లేరు మరి ఇక్కడ.
29 సార్, 18/5/29 అండి సార్.
29 ఇప్పుడే వచ్చారు చూడండి, నేను ఎలో చేశాను, ఒకసారి చూసుకోమని. నాకు వెయిటింగ్ రూమ్ లో వస్తే ఎలో చేసేస్తాను.
ఓకే సార్.
Okay, the second portion, that is the last portion, is non-relevant, and these are not retrieved. Okay, so now for example, so I have 100 records. So in this 100 records, for example, 40 records, for example, I am assuming that 40 documents are relevant. 40 documents are relevant, for example. And next, suppose I have the remaining 60. For example, remaining 60 are non-relevant to my query. So user query. So like that I am considering. So out of 100 documents, 40 are relevant and 60 are non-relevant. So now what I have to do is, the first time my user is processing the query on my document database. Whenever he will be processing the query, for example, he retrieving the one document. For suppose he retrieved the one document. So one document is retrieved. For example, first whenever he will process the query, one document is retrieved. So now this one document, whatever he retrieved, so it is relevant to the user's query, what you want to expect. So then my precision is equal to simply how many documents they are retrieved, 1 and the document is relevant to his query, yes. So that's why the precision is equal to 1 by 1. That is, he achieves 100% precision here. So, but at this point, what is he recall for that particular person? Or recall means, yeah, recall is nothing but how many documents that are retrieved relevant. So he retrieved the one document and that one document also be relevant. So that's why 1 divided by total how many are relevant. So in my document database 40. So 1 by 40. So 1 by 40 is nothing but it is a recall. Okay. For suppose this is first time one document. So suppose after n number of times he will be process the query on your document database. For example, he retrieves the some 40 documents. For example, 40 documents are retrieved. At this point, whenever he will be retrieving the 40 document, so at this point, suppose among these 40 documents, so suppose 30 documents are relevant and some 10 documents are not relevant. And at this case, the precision is how much? So 30 documents are relevant and total how many retrieved? 40. So 30 by 40, that is almost 75% is the precision. But at this point, recall is, so at this point, the recall is nothing but total how many documents retrieved? 40, and among that 40 documents, 30 documents are among 30 documents are relevant to his query, and total how many relevant in the database? 40 are relevant. So that's why the recall is 30 divided by 40. So because of the 40 documents are relevant in my database, so that's why the 40 is a denominator, and here 30 is nothing but the total documents are 40 retrieved, and among that 40, 30 is. Like that, suppose after suppose 70 times he apply the query on my document database and he retrieved the suppose 70 documents, for example. Suppose he retrieved the 70 documents, and whenever he will be receive the 70 documents at this particular point, at this particular 7 point time, so then total among that 70 documents, 40 documents are relevant to user query and 30 are not relevant here. So then the precision is equal to, total how many documents are relevant among the 70? 40 are relevant. So 40, and total the documents that are retrieved at that point is how much? 70. That is 40 by 70. Suppose precision is this one, and recall, what is recall? Recall is nothing but the ratio between the number of retrieved that are relevant, that is nothing but how many relevant? 40 are relevant, and total how many are relevant in my database? 40 are. So we are achieving 100%. Okay. For suppose at this case, so instead of 70 documents, suppose he retrieves the 40 documents, for example. 40 documents they are retrieved, and those total 40 documents are relevant to user query. Those 40 documents are relevant to user query. At this case, the precision, is equal to total documents relevant are 40, and how many documents are retrieved? 40. So that is, we are achieving 100%. That means, so your precision and recall both will be achieving the 100%. So suppose if you are retrieving the 40 documents and among that 40 documents are all relevant, at that case the precision is reaches to 100% and recall also reaches to 100%. And once it reaches the 100%, my recall is not changed. Still it is fine. Means total, what is the ratio recall? Recall is nothing but a ratio between the number of relevant retrieved by total relevant in my database. Once we are retrieving the 40 documents, relevant documents, then we are achieving the 100% recall. But whereas precision is once it reaches the 100%, after onwards, already we are retrieving the 40 relevant documents. But after onwards, suppose if you read the 41th record, it is not relevant because of already relevant documents we are retrieving. So next to 42 record, 43, like that if I am reading the 100 records, that is first time it will be reads the 40 by 41. Your precision may be 40, 41. Maybe next time it may be reaches to 40 by 42. Next your precision may be 40 by 43 and so on. Finally, we are reaching the 40 divided by 100. That means once your precision is reaches to a peak point, that is 100% ratio, 100% case, then at that particular point, your precision may be again downfalls once it achieves the 100% results. But whereas recall is once it reaches to the 100%, then we are not changing that particular place. We may be kept at that particular place because of once it recall is reaches 100%, it will be 100% your data documents are retrieved and those are relevant to your query here. So that thing I need to specify here. Just you observe. Okay. So just in your PPT. So if I take this particular thing here. So initially I may be started at 0%. After that, my precision and recall percentages may be increased here. While I'm retrieving the number of documents here, like that it will be increased here. So like that it will be increased to that particular place. Once it reaches the 100%, if it reaches the 100%, and my recall may be constantly it will be goes on. But whereas my precision will be downfalls and again it will comes to a particular place. So finally it is 40 by 100, maybe it may be reaches to the 40%. Okay. So like that there is a ratio. There is a relationship between your precision and recall here. Now my precision and recall may be connect at a particular point, that is nothing but a 100% point. That 100% means your precision and recall may be both will be the same. Once we reaches to that particular place, and from that onwards, your recall may be kept same at that particular point, but precision may be again down also. Okay. So that what is my objective for achieving the 100% results for my information retrieval system? To increase the success rate of my information retrieval system means here we always look for the 100% recall, 100% recall rate. So once it reaches the 100% recall, so then we may be getting your information retrieval system is successfully retrieving all relevant documents for my user. Similarly, precision also. Once your precision is reaches to the 100%, it will be nothing but just your information retrieval system, that is IRS. Your IRS is retrieving all our relevant documents to my user's query. But there is a possibility for my precision, that is nothing but maybe it is downfalls once it reaches the 100%. Okay, once it reaches the 100%, it may be downfalls its percentage. So, but among these two measures, precision and recall, which is we are using for constructing an information retrieval system itself, most probably we are depending upon the precision. We are not depending upon the recall. So why you are not depending upon the recall means here. So in order to compute the recall, we required the number of relevant documents, total number of relevant documents in my database. So that a denominator value. So in your suppose if you observe, precision. So just you observe your precision. So the denominator value, the number of possible relevant. So suppose if you observe here, the number of possible relevant in your database. Suppose in my database, suppose 100 documents are there. Then I can simply calculate that how many are relevant. But suppose if I'm having 2000 records, or suppose if I'm having 1 lakh records, then I cannot estimating this denominator value. It is not calculable. You cannot calculate it. It is somewhat difficult to calculate this denominator value. So that's why we cannot compute the recall value exactly. So that's why we are not most probably depending upon the recall for estimating the performance of the IRS. So only the thing to estimate your performance of IRS is we are depending upon the precision only, because of here user is processing the query, then he retrieving the 40 documents, that is we know that value, and among that 40 documents which are relevant, so easily I can calculate here. But whereas if I'm going to recall, so the above value I can be computed, but this below value, the denominator value cannot be computed. So that's why we cannot computing the recall value effectively. So that's why we are depending upon the precision only. So that's why, so if my IRS system is a good, or maybe it is success, or it is a best, how I can decide means so we need to maximize the precision value. Maximize the precision value. That means suppose first initially it is having 0%. So then my IRS is not good or not better. Then from 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that I have to finally achieving the 100%. Once it achieves the 100% means my IRS is, it's a best IRS. It is retrieving the all relevant documents. After that, once we are achieving the 100% again, so we need to give the top ranked documents for my user. Once we are achieving this 100%, again we need not to apply the query again and again, because of once we are achieving, so 100% later there is no documents in my database for retrieving, because of almost all relevant documents we are retrieving here. So that's why once we are achieving the precision is 100%, next onwards we need not to apply our user's query on my document database, because of once we are achieving 100%, so then again we need not to apply. So because of once again if I'm applying, then my precision may be decreased, because of relevant documents. In addition to this relevant document, from that onwards almost all your non-relevant documents are retrieved to your users. So that's why again we are not applying the precision. So like that, so we may be using these measures for estimating the performance of your information retrieval system. So to achieve the 100% results of my IRS system, or to overcome the burdens that you have to face with my IRS, so we need to go with these particular measures. These measures here. Okay. So that is precision and recall, and these two measures are majorly plays the major role in your information retrieval system. Okay. So just you observe this particular. So in this particular diagram, just you observe in this particular graph. So how? So once my precision is at 100% or 80%, at that particular point onwards, it will be again downfalls, because of now all our non-relevant documents are retrieved and it reaches to this particular place, 0th position. Whereas recall is initially it may be at 0%. After that, it will be increased to 20%, 40%, 60%, and finally it achieves the 100%. Once it achieves the 100%, then you maybe get the all our relevant documents to my user. Okay, there is a possibility for your precision may be decreased, but whereas recall once it achieves the 100%, there is no possibility for decreasing. Okay, so like that we may be using these particular precision and recall for estimating the performance of your information retrieval system. Okay, so the next problem that you have to face with your information retrieval system is vocabulary. Okay, vocabulary means nothing but the frame, that is what ancient they are using, either user side or either author's side. Suppose I am the developer for information retrieval system. For suppose some X person is the user, they wants to search for a particular document from my database here. For example, if I'm taking the Google is framing a database with a large collection of documents. Suppose I want to search for a particular document from that particular Google database. Suppose if I want to take the one term like this, US. So in my sense, US is a USA is a nothing but a United States of America in my sense. But in my document database, they may be using either USA, or instead of they are using the USA, they may be using the United States of America, like that complete term they may be using in their database. Suppose if I want to search for that USA, at my side, my word is USA, but this USA word is not there in that documents. At that point, we are not getting the 100% relevant documents because of my ascent is different and document database ascent is different because of the same word, that is United States of America. They are maintaining that one as a US United States of America, and I am assuming that one as a USA. So then there is no matching takes place between this because of it is a USA and that one is a United States of America. Okay, like that, the retrieving of documents from a particular database in this sense. So my vocabulary also places the major role. That users vocabulary also places a major role. If the user's vocabulary is different and author's vocabulary is different, then you are not getting the 100% results. So, for example, same example from consider. My author is maintaining as a United States of America, but myself I am processing the query as a USA. Then I am not retrieving the relevant document from that particular documents, whatever the documents that are developed by authors. Okay, that ascent is also different. For example, if I'm taking the one more word like field, I'm taking the one word field. In my sense, I'm assuming that field as a related to education. So in education field means I may be taking the computer science, or maybe taking the electrical, or maybe taking the some other branches. Field of interest I'm considering. But in author's perspective, the field may be taken about the civil. That is a field means the land related. Then this may be not matched here. Then we are not getting the 100% results. Okay, so that's why either the user or the authors, whatever that vocabulary there may be, this vocabulary domain is also places the major role. The vocabulary domain also be restricting the reading of the relevant documents. So that's why while you are developing the information retrieval system, this vocabulary also you need to consider into your account. Okay, so we need to go with the universally acceptable vocabulary I need to follow. If I want to go with the universally acceptable things, then only my information retrieval system is retrieving the relevant 100% relevant documents and nearby relevant documents to my users query here. So that's why usually your users this particular things how I can overcome means so applying the users again and again they will be applied, and finally they may be getting the results. For example, observe your Google search, how it will be increasing again and again means so just to go with the Google search engine. Let us take a Google search engine. Suppose I want to search for the information retrieval system related documents. If I want to search for information related documents, simply I type the IRS. I'm not typing as a information retrieval system. Then what they are reading the internal revenue service, IRS internal revenue service. Like that they are making. So suppose I want to documents related to information retrieval system. So that's why what I have to do, I need to enhance my query. So how I'm enhancing? So IRS means it's not retrieving my relevant documents. So that's why I need to change my query. So information. Like that I'm typing the information RS. Then also then they are not retrieving the relevant documents for me. Then what I have to do, again I need to enhance my query. So information now retrieval. So retrieval. Yes, I need to search for the documents. Now information, yes. So now it is information retrieval. Information retrieval. So means my query is enhanced and nearby documents are you are getting. Still now some relevant documents you are not getting. Then what I have to do? Again I am enhancing the my query, that is information retrieval system, and apply. Okay. Now it is retrieving the some documents for me. Again among these now documents somewhat not relevant to me. 100% I am not getting the relevant documents. Then again what I have to do? Again I am searching for the information document related to PPT. So that PPT related documents may be you are getting. Okay, like that. So uh, at the author side they may not change, but at user's prospective side, so again and again he will be enhance the query according to that users again and again applying of the queries. My search engine or my information retrieval system is collaborated with that particular thing. If it is not supporting that type of collaborations, then my information retrieval system is not successful. So that's why what I have to do, compulsory my information retrieval system is working for the in which order or in which way the user is processing the query. According to that point of view, my IRS is works and finally providing the results to my users. So my Google search is providing that one. So it is the best example for the information retrieval system. That is, I want to require this type of documents for my database. So I'm applying the same query in again and again. So now I'm applying. Then what I have to do? My information retrieval system is remembering this query. Next time onwards, suppose if I want to type directly information, so directly it gives the information retrieval system PPT directly. So just you apply that one and you can do it. So like that, it remember the user's activity. So my IRS also capable for remembering the user's maintain. So such that
Sir, voice వినిపించట్లేదు sir. We are unable to hear voice sir. Hello sir. Sir, we are unable to hear your voice sir.
Hello. Okay, so this is the things you have to understand. So how my query is applied and we are retrieving the documents. So next, functional overview of my IRS. Means what are the main functionalities we are having in your information retrieval system. The main, majorly your information retrieval system containing the 4 major components, major functional process we are having. So in that, first one is the item normalization, and second one is the selective dissemination of information, and the another name for this one is called as mail, and the third one is the document database search, and fourth one is the index database search along with the automatic file build. So AFB, automatic file build, that supports for the my generation of the indexes here. Okay. Five zero nine.
Sir.
Voice is clear. My voice is clear.
Yes sir.
So these are the major 4 functional processes we are having in my. These are the major 4 functional processes we are having in my.
Sir, can you please explain the previous diagram once again, sir?
Okay. Okay, how generally my search process is takes place. How my general process takes place means a search process. Simply the user is framing the query. User is framing the query here. So just now we are executing some query on my Google search. So how I'm searching some particular documents in my Google. So you have to frame the query. So then my query is interpreted with my document database. So this is entire document database. So my query is interpreted. So whatever the query I'm processing here, so this query is compared with this particular thing and interpreted, means it executed. Now in this particular document database, what will be happen? So what will be happen means so in this document database, we have a set of large collection of database, large collection of documents. On that particular documents, we have to generate some indexes. So that indexes may be either words, or maybe some letters or alphabets. Later we will discuss about. So the document, among the document collection, we are generating the some indexes. So now these index words, whatever the index words we are having, so these index words are compared with my query terms. So suppose my query is information retrieval system. So in this, what are the words we are having? Information retrieval system. So these are the words we are having. Similarly, in this index document database also, we are having the some words. And these words are comes from where? Means from my large data, from my large collection of documents. From that large collection of documents, we are generating the some indexes. So then those index terms are interpreted with my query terms. Then whatever the documents that are retrieved, so those documents we have to store into the one database. Okay. So next time, suppose the user is applied the same query again, then what will be happen? So again, it will be not interpreting the query again and again. Whatever the documents that are previously retrieved for this query, the same documents again presented to my user. Suppose I want to search for the information retrieval system. Now, if I'm applying the information retrieval system query, first time only it will be comparing these terms with my index terms of my document database. But suppose the same query I'm applying for the second time. So again, it is not comparing with my index terms. Previously, whatever the documents that are retrieved, those documents are we have to maintain in the my this database. So this particular database are these particular documents are retrieved, and among that particular documents, based on the rank, your documents may be presented to you. How they are deciding the rank means previously which documents you have to open, or which links that you have to click, or previously which documents that you have to download it. So based on that thing, they are giving the some ranks to those documents. Those documents are nothing but the top ranked documents. So that top ranked documents will be first displayed, and after that your least ranked documents may be presented. So like that, your search process will be takes place on your information retrieval system. So in your IRS, how this information retrieval is takes place, how your search process will be takes place means the query is processed and this query is compared with my index terms. Then that particular documents are retrieved, and that at that present, whatever the document